my god. It's time. It's time for law. It's Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have been on pins and needles, actually nervous about this stream. Legit terrified. Like, I think NT Warrior back on Twitch. What? I don't know what that is. But yeah, I've been actually like a little nervous about that Mega Man Battle Network show. Oh god, I do remember that a little bit. Did it have like shitty 3D in it? Regardless, I've been nervous about coming back to this. I talked about it with Jem. We are continuing. I posted a big thing about it. If you didn't read it, whether in my Discord or on my Twitter, that's fine. You might not follow me there or whatever. I will get to it after the housekeeping. But first, hi. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Kat, I'm a VTuber, I'm a variety streamer, and I'm a little fellow inside your computer. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. You can use them interchangeably if you'd like. This is an 18+ stream, so if you're under the age of 18, I'd suggest you leave right now. I've got a couple socials you can follow if you're so inclined. I got a Twitter, I got a Tumblr, I got a YouTube where I keep my VODs, I got a Discord that you can join, and we can talk about video games and Neopets and share recipes, and I actually just made 400,000 Neo points this morning, and it was pretty baller. If you like what I do in any capacity, there are a number of ways you can support the stream, some of which are free. You can watch the stream, you can tell your friends, you can, take clips of stuff you find funny, you can share those clips around. You can follow and get access to a bunch of my emotes that you can use in my chat. You can sub and get access to even more of them that you can use wherever you'd like. You also get me closer to, getting you more emotes, which is pretty cool. You can cheer with bits. I got some cool alerts for that. You can, and if you want to support me, but you don't want Twitch to touch your money, there is a button in my description that says support the stream. You can click on it. It'll take you to a link where you can send me a direct tip, and I get 100% of tips. They're highly appreciated, but not required. Okay. Tonight, we're gonna play some more Ace Attorney, or sorry, I have to say the whole title. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Little preface, little content note. The case we're doing has pretty heavy themes, mostly regarding the grooming of a minor. If that doesn't sit right with you, that's totally okay. I would rather you take care of yourself. You can bow out if you'd like to. I'm not gonna hold that against you. Please take care of yourself if that's not gonna sit right with you. It doesn't sit right with me. But, I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but the tunnel is filled with bees. We'll get there. Please don't, try to make, or, don't make jokes about similar situations or stuff like that. Zero tolerance policy for that kind of thing. Please. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Gird your loins, buckle your seatbelt, get your fire axes and your wood chippers, and away we go. Gotta switch screens. Turn this music down. Switch screen. Turn on the game with the lawyers in it. And I gotta select the window with the lawyers in it. Please. It's making me wait. There it is. Okay. Hang on, guys. Sneeze. I'm better. Alright. Last week, oh, we're starting the trial. Okay, so yeah, last we left off, there was a murder at the circus, and we're defending Maximilian Maximilian Galactica, and he is a magician, and I thought he was cool, and then it turns out he's a 21-year-old who wants to marry a 16-year-old, and that sucks. And then there's another guy who wants to marry the 16-year-old, and he's 31, and that sucks even more. Anyway, let's go. Sorry if I'm like sniffly. Oh, fuck it. Okay. Good morning, Max. Max? Oh, we're starting off. Excellent. Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, Milky. I just can't function, sweetie. Oh, I'm like that. I like milk. I'm like the only adult I know that drinks milk as a drink and not like as a cereal item or a coffee edition. Marky's milk. Shut up. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. Cold milk is great. Cold milk is awesome. Ew, milk and cereal. What do you put in your cereal, maidens? What are you doing? Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You eat it crunchy. Oh, you're just like Jem. Jem eats frosted mini wheats without milk. And I'm like, you're gonna be so full of fiber. You don't think I should fly, do you? No. Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No, 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 no. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Like cereal raw or with milk. It's already cooked. Okay. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? A cereal gets soggy with milk. Not if you eat it fast enough. You can't just have it sit there. You're on the cereal's timetable when you put the milk in it. I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. I'm a slow eater. Are you like, you have to eat like Cheerios playing like a baby? One glimpse, I have to turn off my heater. I'm warm. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. I would like to see Phoenix fly. That would be pretty tight. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Miles would be impressed with that. He would. He would. He would think it was pretty cool. He wouldn't say it though, but he'd think it. He'd think it. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. Oh, no. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. Conflict of interest. I wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? All of this court is so fucking illegal. That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. Crit mattered. Wasn't real. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. Jem's comments look all the more menacing in stream chat with that ominous silhouette by them. That's Thelonious. He gets rid of people I don't like. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. Wow, okay. You're right, but you don't have to say that, okay? There, opening statement complete. Now, let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there. Now! Yay, Gumshoe! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. Opening statement. I'm gonna kill you. At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Okay, here we go. The night of the crime, snow was falling until about 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. As we all know, snow makes things cold. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up about 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. See, that's where I'm skilled, like I have the advantage in this situation because the fewer vertebrae you have, the fewer that can break. That's not true. I'm probably actually like at a disadvantage. I had surgery on my head. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Fat doobie. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. I'm gonna have to make like a lot of jokes just to like white knuckle through this. I'm sorry. Yes, Your Honor. Guess what time it is? Sing your praise to the Lord. Come on, everybody. Hallelujah. Praise to the Lord. Let me ask you about the snow. Do you think it's pretty? It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about an inch and a half was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. You see, there's gotta be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Well, just hand it over to me, won't you? Yeah, there's footprint. Oh, so he was there before it started snowing, it looks like. No, because the footprints are there. It looks like his hand is under the snow. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Hooray! Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Arrest money. What if money did it, though? Ben, the ventriloquist, went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. The murder itself took place in the plaza, blah 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 blah. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? What was in the box, anyway? A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It's a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. What? Iron plating? What do you think it's why do you think it's lined with iron? I figure they just did it to make the box heavier. Ouch! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Wait, I want to ask more questions. I wish I could just skip to the part where I ask questions. I mean, I could save there and reset, but it's like, not. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? 20 pounds ain't that heavy, my man. It depends on who you are. Okay. Well, plus if it's a small box, 20 pounds is gonna feel a lot heavier than if it was like a big box that was 20 pounds. Maybe he has a bad back. He's an old guy. Well, he looked old. Plus it had a ringmaster on top of it. Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. Oh, you opened it? So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? I thought he was in his 40s. Everyone's old when they're older than me, because I'm old. Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. Thanks. Are you older than me? I'm sorry. Check the court record. Yeah, we do know it. He's 52. That lands him in old territory. Old. Okay, he's older than you two. I'm sorry. You're only as old as you feel. No, I want to know the other thing. No, I want to know the other thing. Hold it! What was in the box? Tell me what was in the box. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. That looks like poison. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Mayonnaise! Okay, the ringmaster has an excuse. I'm saying Gumshoe is fucking wide and 20 pounds can't be anything to him. He can also be a little bitch. He can be a little pussy. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Small seasoning bottle. That's interesting. Why? According to the autopsy report, the murder— Hang on, I'm yawning. Okay. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. I literally just read it. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Ha ha ha. Okay. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Huh? I'm not even off the stand yet! Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. Sensitive guy. See, he's a wuss, he's a little pussy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. Alright, everybody, get your fire axes and wood chippers ready. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. I thought he was he can be both. It's equality. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trillo will show up on the stand as well. He will. This is how this... Jesus. Okay. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Jeff Dunham time. Please, no. Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. Oh, ventriloquist.
That road must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me, 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 me.
I'm not singing, by the way. I'm not singing this shit. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a... Oh, Jesus Christ! Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think? I think that you're a little shit. I think that you're a little fucking bitch. I hate you. Oh, God. This didn't age well.
It had good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Maya, no! Don't give him an inch. He'll take a mile. Jeff Dunham time, indeed. Hang on. I gotta fix my eyeballs. They're messed up. Blink smoothing. Doing weird stuff. Trillo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. Oh, I didn't even get to read that. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. She's got a point. Okay, here we go.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why is that?
Here's absolute proof. Silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Swan Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. He's a shitty ventriloquist. I can see his mouth moving. The clown? You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor
I? We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea? Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thinker. I'm a good thunker. Wait. Is that a typo or a joke? But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. I'm a good thunker too. I like to thunk so. Jesus. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. That was weird how he did that. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. What the fuck? Why is everyone admonishing me for, like, asking a question? Jesus. I'm just curious. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. Oh god. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. When did we last save? Oh, fuck. It was when we were cross-examining Gumshoe. I totally forgot to do it this time. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time is it? I didn't, but thought it would be funny if she fucked up. Oh, you didn't forget? Is it even possible to Whatever. Huh? I think it was around, I say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Because it's bad for wood. Well, maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Like, I've played wooden instruments, and they are very susceptible to temperature changes. I would think that a professionally made ventriloquist dummy would also be sensitive to temperature changes. Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. Objection! But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, isn't that leading?
Who do you suppose the witness is waiting for out in the cold that night?
Take that! Don't hold your tongue, Ben! It's your job to answer all the stupid questions.
I'm sorry, Trillo. Gotta find a way to get more information out of this
Oh, that... fuck! Think about it some more, Nick. I'm sure he'll come up with something. Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah. I think so. I don't know anymore. Okay, let's try that. Let's save. I don't like having to go through this again. Okay. Probably Regina then.
Take that!
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it would be for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Oh my god, he's dead, thank god. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back from the lodging house. Am I mistaken? No, he's alive again. Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares about what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. Puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Huh? It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Okay. There was another place where I could ask a question. Oh, it was here. I'm gonna save again. Misread Plaza as pizza. Yummy! Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Oh, the ringmaster.
Take that!
That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. All right. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there's a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max turning up at the scene. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright, I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans will have a monopoly on marriage? Oh, now we're getting real weird. That the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit! Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the perfect chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. No, you don't. I have it. We're going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. You gotta shut the fuck up. Everybody here dies. Exactly. What? His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What's with that sigh at the end? Save now, as Jesus would want me to. At least Nick's calling him out. Yeah, there's a limit, I guess. Is there a profile on the judge? No, that would be funny. He's old. Hang on just a second, I'm gonna get a tissue. Because, like, one of my nostrils is plugged up and it is affecting my ability to speak. That's better. Hang on a sec, I gotta adjust my chair. Okay. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of
course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we should become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. Push on anyway. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the defense please revise, or will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh, it's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass.
Even more brilliant than the real thing.
I think Regina is gonna love it.
It's just a ring.
What's the matter, Nick?
Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off?
Catch him on fire. I'm sorry. Really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her.
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? Oh, hey, uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his woodblock in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
You mean... this? Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? What is going on here?
That's... Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. You'd stay that way. You mean like blown up? Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault?
Ah, that filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then, Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Yeah. Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? I guess you might be able to say that. Testify about getting mugged by a monkey. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Yeah. Oh.
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing! Not I, Mr. Trilloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey, Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. No. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all of this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I bet I would pay to see Benny skip buffer so he can fistfight a monkey. Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting. Okay. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Oh, thank you. I got my water right here. Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times you'd think you know my story is not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Okay, we're saving this time. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you think I could really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. He's a puppet. His eyes don't work. His eyes aren't real. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina.
He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes.
About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out for yourself. You already know that the practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
It sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
He's a no-math gay, obviously.
I said good evening to him and he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. If you say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act out of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
I mean...
Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers? Well, if it was simply being cordial to a coworker, I would understand.
Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. 100% absolutely sure of what you just said?
I told you already. Jeez, I am 100% absolutely sure.
There is no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked me that question now? Or by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick?
We've gotta have something that'll prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. What have I got? Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clunked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is, on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There was absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just go up and say good evening to his rival. Objection! Are you saying this witness is lying? Don't lie here. That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
A lying witness? That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I don't know. I kind of want to say you didn't see anyone. Of course, the witness did not see a soul that night. I see. Who do you think you are just to up and decide who it is I saw that night? A fool can only understand a foolish foolery uttered by the most foolish of fools. This witness didn't see anyone. You wouldn't happen to have proof to back up that statement, would you? Fuck.
Oopsie! I don't know what you're talking
about. He saw a different person. And they had me going. I was like, yeah, I did it. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one? Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then? Oh, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Gumshoe? It wasn't Gumshoe. This is a long shot, I'm gonna guess. Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? I hate you. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. Hang on. I have to snooze this ad for a third time. They need us to stop having things happen. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo. Isn't that correct?
Gulp.
Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order. Order. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactico. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Is it Maximilian Galactica? It looks so similar. Or the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry. The prosecution argues that it was the defendant the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? Oh god, please. Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? Bad music is playing. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute reset, thank God. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break, run some ads. It'll be about 3 minutes, and I'll see you when I'm back. Go, stand up, stretch, get some water, anything you need. I'll be right back. Sorry, I'm alive. I had to get some chapstick too, because my my lippies are getting yucky. Hi, Graves. You did it. You're first. Okay. Let's get back to the action. And lots of talking. Which is... I love it. I love this part. Okay. Scoop the mic over. And hit back. And we continue. Yeah, there are lots of words. And they're not necessarily organized in a nice, neat, lovely way. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room, because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means... It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility. Well done, Nick. We need our quirky, gelatinous psychic sidekick. Maya? Oh, fubber. He's psychic! However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Sorry, I'm still a little burpy from dinner. I have to keep, like, stifling it. I had pasta. I had a pasta bake. And this time, I put sausage crumbles in it, because they sell them already cooked. I just dumped that shit in there. It was awesome. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. I want to know about that pepper. Very well. I'll now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did he just call him a pitiful clown? I mean, look at him. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Lawrence Curls is a good name. And what the fuck? He was making a Fresh Prince joke? I didn't get a chance to, like, read that. Sausage crumbles, hell yeah, I'm a big fan of bacon bits. I'm not a huge bacon person. I like it sometimes, but to me it's like a meat condiment. Like, if I had a choice between the bacon breakfast sandwich or the sausage breakfast sandwich, I would take the sausage breakfast sandwich because bacon, like, doesn't feel like an actual meat. But it's like a yummy, salty, crispy thing. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking in autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. Mo's name is Yeah, his name is Mo, but his actual name is Lawrence, which is long for Larry, and Curls, which is Curly. So he's Mo, Larry, and Curly. I got it. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. That's a joke I make a lot. Mo, I missed you. Mo is like, I run into Mo's waiting arms and I give him a big hug, and he honks when I make contact because he's the only, like, moderately normal person here. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butt? That's a good one too. How was that one? But a couple of clowns who are up to no good, blah blah blah. That's Larry's dad. Oh my god, you're right. Your name. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, it is. Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into the... Okay, holy shit, man. Without the humor, please. He's trying to cope, okay? I do it. He can do it too. I would suck in court. I would just be laughing. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. 'Cause he's the Three Stooges. Whoa. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even try to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try and make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? Me doing stand-up. Tears of a Clown. And this is a funny story. My grandmother, you won't guess where this is going. So my grandma lived next door to me, and I would like stay over at her house every now and then. And the room that I had to stay in was what was my uncle's old bedroom. And hanging on the wall was a painting of a sad clown. Just a crying clown. And it was something her brother painted. And she kept it because she didn't want to get rid of it because her brother painted it. But me, my brother, all of my cousins hated that fucking clown. Every time we had to sleep in that room, we always were like, "What's up with the clown, Grandma?" She kept it because she loved her brother. But it was so ugly, that painting. Anyway. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking questions here? Witness. Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. I think that every guest room in everyone's house should have one item that makes them ask about it the next day. Like, just something for them to think about while they're going to bed. Like a painting or a weird curio or artifact or something. Just something weird. That's what a guest room is for. Exactly. That's where you put weird shit. GIF art, no. No, it should be family friendly.
Thus, stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Thank you, thank you! I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. That's a dual comedy act I gotta see. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Honestly, Gumshoe might actually laugh. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. Hi, Mr. Goatwish. Long time no see. My uncle had a painting of the John Wayne Gacy clown when I was a kid. Never knew who Gacy was and just didn't like clowns. Made a giant picture of 2 laughing giraffes in the guest room. That's horrible! That's horrifying. The guests could never sleep. Right? It always has to be something weird as shit. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw 2 silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Well, why didn't you bring him out first? Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of an almost like he has some sort of an atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. That's how you play this game. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Okay, this is threatening. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. Okay, yeah, we're saving. We're saving. This clown is like a ticking time bomb. If I say the wrong thing and he riffs on it, we're all going to jail. You'd say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? See, that's the thing. Huh? How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Just pretend it was, let's just pretend it was 8. Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo? Looks like everything I understand, but who the fuck trusts a carrot clown? Tick tick honk. What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with the penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. Okay, I'm scared to press on this one because poop is in text. How tired was it? Okay, you were pooped that night? Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad lowercase Mexican food. What? The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. This guy was made, this redeem was made for this man.
What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so fun. What?! I knew it was a trap! I got penalized! For poop! I'm not answering you this time. He's gonna make a joke about not being straight in this one. You just happen to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeked, eyeballed. Mr. Curls. I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? I don't know. Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday. Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? He forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Owie, ow, ow. That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. We should start turning the tables in our favor. I can't take any chances with this asshole. What was the sound like? It was a thump. Well, I guess it kind of sounded like... I guess you could say, Mr. Curls. May the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. Oh, how'd you know I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like a... I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly. Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... And I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. He's gonna make a fucking joke. Oh, okay. If my room is here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet? That's not far at all. It was snowing that night and cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. It was snowing, huh? Yeah. Wait. No, it wasn't. Was it? No, it snowed until like 9 something. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. Just think about it? How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Liars nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. Oh, come on. Come on, give it to him. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza! Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
I'll hug him.
He said he clearly saw that, but do I have proof that it was snowing? Or like when the snow... Let's see. I want to read this. Oh, I can't read anything on it. Okay, never mind. You say you saw the ringmaster get bonked over the head?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. Holy tit, that penalty!
Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do! I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason?
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster. Oh yeah, he heard it before he saw it.
If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked at the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. In 1972, what the fuck did that say?
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. The clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Oh, is this an A-Team reference?
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick!
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth, like an onion. Like a clown makeup onion. Well, you're back from your jog. Clowns are like onions, then. Yes, and like ogres. They make you cry.
You know, I'm gonna say it. I don't mind clowns all that much. I used to not like them, but I can appreciate a funny haha man. I'm a funny haha man. What's the difference between the two of us? The makeup? What's a VTuber avatar, if not my clown makeup? I might not be able to do pratfalls, I don't have a pie I can throw. But at the end of the day, aren't we all just clowns? Well, it happened pretty much the way I said. Pretty much. Very deep. Thanks.
Also, I don't know, sometimes I like it when they have a little hat and when they have like a little four square outfit on and they have little mittens and they have little shoes and they jingle when they walk and they honk. Sometimes they're funny, okay? They're just little guys. Leave me alone. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. Like Jevil, yeah. Yeah. Jevil's like an example of like an acceptable clown. Like, the obviously scary ones aren't cool, like It, or like Pennywise or whatever the fuck, but like, or the Brave Little Toaster Clown, but like, Mo's fine. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma, she led the witness. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the ringmaster. That's called coaching. It's bad. Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Oh god, I have hiccups. Checked out? Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say. Don't laugh. Mr. Curls. Your Honor. You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, correct? Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Very well. Then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it? Got it. I don't think Mo's a liar. I think he just got coached, which can be dangerous. It was a bit far away, but that shadow only could have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. The roses. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination. Time to save. Don't you think that you are going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trillo said the exact same thing. But if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself. But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. They were not all there. You're missing one. You're sure that's what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible
night vision. Not necessarily true. They're owls. Actually, they hear more than they see, but that's not all I saw. Maybe hawks do, yeah. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right eye. Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding? That's correct. I have been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trillo's testimony, and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. That's the only thing that'll help. I've got to do it. Present that. Because he has 3. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols? I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak. What, right? Oh. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols? Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the? Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.1444. Silence, fool. You were to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. Actually, that's a decimal. I don't think pi can be truncated to a fraction because it goes on forever. It can't be, yeah. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony? There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses! Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems like, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I'm ready. Depression. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. But he is cheesy. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Exclamation point. Nick, this is your last chance. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. Mr. Wright, got one last chance at this. Just one chance. I'll not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need. And we're gonna hit escape now. So this means I can only press one statement, right? Oh, be honest. You promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, no more badgering. What the fuck? Hey! Listen, I wanted... I have to present. And that was wrong. I'm just looking at my stuff. There's definitely a contradiction here.
Objection!
Yeah, it fell off. I'm like,
this wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind? Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? Uh-oh. I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, hang on, I'm moving my blanket. Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true! Mr. Curls! Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all of this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting up... Okay, no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you. Wah! Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him! I swear I saw him. It was Max! Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Oh? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. Judge has a grudge against clowns. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby! Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. He turned 360 degrees and walked away. He saw the Xbox 360. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what? Huh? I'm not sure how I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal... Yes, I do! Yes, I do! Look at this picture. Look at this photograph! The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. That's because Jesus was carrying him. So, Mo, how exactly did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to... Wait just a second! I didn't come here in a car. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time. I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls. Yes? The testimony you provided up till now has been false? It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. He flew away. Oh wait, no, that's bad. He didn't fly away. Oh god. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Don't fucking curtsy. Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. Ah, you're not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything I've said up till now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, Ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw No way. No way! I was kidding! This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. His planet needed him. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why would you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story. To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? I mean, I kind of want to say it's true, but that incriminates Maximilian, dude, Max Galactica. It's obvious that the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him. Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for? Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day. I suppose I'll let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. And I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile! If you disregard a need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the crime scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you didn't actually fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No! I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. To be continued.
And just in time. I'm gonna take another ad break real quick. So, get up, take a stretch. It was a bird. I was actually like kind of thinking it was a bird, but it can't be a bird. No, it's not a bird. You'd see the wings flapping. I'm gonna go on a quick ad break, and I'll be back in like 3-ish minutes, maybe 5. See you in a bit. let's get back into it. I hope you had a good break. It's our favorite. It's investigation. Yippee! Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. Terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep. Magic tricks are, by their very definition, tricks, right? I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. You ate burger? Oh my god, burger? Sounds so good. What was on burger? I like cheesed burger with pickles and lettuce and onion, but no tomato, and ketchup and mayonnaise. But not everyone has mayonnaise, and that's okay. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see, it looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Huh. First she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Chest of mayo, but I ran out of lettuce. Well, cheese and mayo was fine. I appreciate the lettuce on a burger nowadays, because it does add a little something. Like a little, little freshness. It's usually some limp-ass lettuce, but it's like, okay. Turkey bacon. Turkey bacon's okay. I like it. I wouldn't totally... The cold crunch is nice against the warm burger, yeah. And in that case, it wouldn't be limp-ass lettuce. Really? Is it kind of like this? What? How? How'd you do that? Link? Link? Nick? You're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. It'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. You know the one trick where you put your hands together and you put your middle fingers like up through the middle and you twist them and you wiggle your middle fingers? I've been shown how to do that like multiple times and I still can't do it. I think my fingers are too short. I'm trying to do it now. Jem has shown me how to do this. I can't do it. Alright, let's go. Can you do the Vulcan salute? Yes. I think that's just your fingers split like middle and pointer on one way and the ring and the pinky the other way, yeah? I learned how to do that when I was a little kid. I keep trying to do it and I keep bumping my mic, I'm sorry. I'm like transfixed now.
You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yes, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
Trying my best, but Trilla, this just isn't gonna work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then?
Is he trying to do a round with himself? You can't do that.
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilla wouldn't give up until I said we try out his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to sing it around for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible! See? See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
I mean, surprised doesn't mean convinced. They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once we've got a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. Ah, there it is. Now that I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
No. It's time to die. It's time to kill her.
I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? Yes. Well, at first we thought it was the old man, just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello and didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder if they really saw.
I was hoping I could ask about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now. Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? Ha! You haven't gotten a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Waiting like this is the best part of being in love. Oh wait, waiting like this is the best...
Why am I getting best?
Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is just such sweet, wonderful torture.
You're fucked up, man.
When your body aches for your partner's love, you're gross! You're gross! Yeah, I knew that.
Poor Maya, she's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Needs serious therapy.
So how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret! We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution!
A revolution with, say, a guillotine?
That sounds incredible!
To the wood chipper!
But let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to be really fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right. You're right! Mark my words. I, Trilloquist, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now. You're the man now, doll.
Fuck, die, stop, no. I hate this. You're the man now, dog. Do you know that website? It's got, like, a bunch of funny looping videos on it. It's very old. It's very old.
Row, row, row your boat. Oh, row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? God, this game is old.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be part of this too.
Is there anything I can present him with?
Would you mind taking a look at this?
Okay. He doesn't want to look at the monkey. Okay, you don't want to look at the box. Okay, this is nothing. You got nothing. Let's leave. Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Ugh, I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. This is what Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laugh? If you fake laughing that much? Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way. Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. Huh? How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma is going to start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal? I won't. Wink. Have we met the acrobat? No. We've been to his room, and because Money keeps his hoard in there. Francisca Von Karma. When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Mo's not here. If he was here, you'd have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. Aha, 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 aha. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes. Must really love his work. I sure do. Me thinking of, like, dumbass shit to do on my computer. Like, making an Alex the Lion says your bit donation message through text-to-speech alert. That took, like, all day to figure out. And it's so stupid. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything different here. Go away. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. If she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Nothing looks different here. Ah, right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Nice, he's in an awfully good mood. Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican Oh, now we're gonna capitalize Mexican? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Hang on. I didn't get to see. You did it too early. I'm trying to think of what the answer is before he says it. Something about queso? Spicy? Jalapeno? Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong! Try again! Okay, what do you think, girly? I got it! Okay, what is your answer? Because they are in the cafeteria. What? That sucks. That is like the worst joke I've ever heard. And I've heard some bad ones. That's not even like, that sucks, haha. This is bad. This is a bad joke. No! Don't give it to him, that's for me. I did it! Nah, he needs it. What's going on? He's being too nice. Okay, well. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was gonna be so tough. Tough? Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. Who even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke? Exactly! How could you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw! I swear! That crate just flew through the air? It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. The silhouette of his face had me positive it was Max. I don't see a psyche lock. He must be telling the truth. I don't think I have anything to present to him. Do you know anything about the box? After all, I'm just a clown. Alright, bye. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. Also, is that his mustache on the dressing room counter? Or on the vanity counter? That could have been where when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why did he do that, anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Toupee. I mean, it doesn't look like a toupee. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. Bananas. A baseball mitt. You're right. I should be able to take that piece of paper. I'm just saying. It might be important. This was the table used when visitors came to see him. Posters. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. trophies before. Yeah, I don't see anything different in here. Was that tarp there before? No, I can't even get it.
You know, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for?
A bloody chainsaw, for instance.
Oh, there's definitely not one of those here. The seats are so far away from the ring.
They make up for it with the amount of people they can see that can see a show.
Hey, Nick. Do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once,
the vibration they create could cause the big top to collapse? Glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. Oh, do I have to get Mo to take me to that place? Where Money keeps his hoard, which is the acrobat's room. You don't know anything about that. I can't stand Max and his attitude sometimes.
I know.
But lately...
Huh?
It's just... Lately I've started to understand what he's always going on about.
What is it then?
Well, I'm not sure if I can explain it all that well just yet. Just when you think it's impossible, Mo flashes a glimpse of maturity. No. This is all getting me the same reaction. Maybe he's someone who should see? Oh, I know what you mean. I mean, the detention center was gonna be my next guess, because nothing was giving me anything in here. I just wanted to see if I could get him to take me to, the acrobat's room. There we go. Oh, my sweeties. Do you mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? You're doing your best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, The Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey cloud says, it wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. The guard back there does not give a goddamn. He's dead. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers in the circus. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? But I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I simply cannot tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling the story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Wow. Just look at that fabulous stage. This is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow! By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick. How about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Okay, I guess I'll do that now. Bye, Max. Hey, look at this guy you hate. Oops. Oh. I guess okay. Alright. Okay. Let's try you. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. Huh? You've seen it as well? Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Ew. Are you implying that he's a sex pest? Like, I already know he's a sex pest, but are we just saying he's a sex pest now? Hee hee. Oh, yeah. He didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust, too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. Make us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Right. Do I have to go back? Where am I going? I don't know. I thought I'd want to hear more about Max's bust. Talk about bust with the clown. Oh. I don't know. Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Boobies. Really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden, the bust disappeared. It disappeared? If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aw. Max G bust. Added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope. Nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet Mo is a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Yup, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Nick! I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Okay. I'm sure everyone is going to want to talk to me about this. Nope. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. I want to find out about the bust. Oh. Okay. Now I have to run all the way back. Or company, as you just call her. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pie. You know, I've got a feeling I know what that is. Maybe it's because we just talked about it. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. Bing! I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m.? That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Okay. Alright. Mo's gone. What? Mo's gone. There's a message on the bulletin board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. So now there are 2 murderers? I don't know. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden I need a burger bad. I kind of want a burger bad. All of a sudden I need a new partner. Bad. No, you guys don't like, you guys won't talk about anything. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job, as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Miss Von Karma... Nick, what is that? That beeping sound? It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See you, pal! I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind is biting his... Ow! He's biting his lashes from a whip. Von Karma. She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands at making the national news? Ha ha ha. National news. You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it seems like you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye?
It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow.
Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
Stop being weird.
My dad? You must mean the esteemed Banford from Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this? Or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth.
What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles, you take my boyfriend's name out of your mouth, missy. Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that tainted the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Or trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Yeah, that's weird. Edgeworth. There he is. Man who inspired me to become an attorney. Blah, 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 blah. I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Nick, what does she mean?
What the fuck? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then the case after that one. He never set foot in a court again. And then one day, he just vanished. Hi, scheming. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands.
Nick? About Mr. Edgeworth.
Maya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you're God's gift to prosecutors or not. But I've had about enough of you, too. Or, had about enough of you. Him, too.
What in the world happened?
Yeah, he's dead. Dead gorgeous. This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Okay.
Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Hooray! Oh, you're cool. He's got birds.
You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling.
Come on now.
But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He told me you'd definitely show up here.
I guess the name isn't super racist, I guess. No, but Dingling?
Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze.
But nowadays, all I perform in is in my wheelchair. I'm sorry, man.
Acro, why did you join the circus?
When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. It was truly a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? That's shitty, dude. The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Can he not get a ground floor room? I guess not. Psyche locks. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature.
What's on your mind, Mr. Wright?
Well,
exactly when were you injured?
It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice.
6 months ago?
What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You weren't there? You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see.
The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air.
He?
Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was a Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick?
Well, I don't know that I have anything that I can poke and prod at him. But I don't know anything about this person. So, I don't really think I'm in a position to do the thing. I'll try. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it a secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Oh, Jesus. The monkey did it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything on this. Do I have anything else I can show him? Acro, please take a look at this photo for us. No problem. Ah, this is how it ended for him. Such a shame. He seems awfully calm. His eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain. If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. It's an absolute certainty. Acro. Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something is really weighing on him. For some reason, I thought I'd see him in this picture. I don't know why. Money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Money will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies, but I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. What do you think of this? I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on outside of this room. Oh, we're sorry. Don't worry about it, no need to apologize. What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. In the cafeteria? What happened? He suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. Her? Regina. Ask her about it. Okay. I don't think I actually got like a proper look around this room, but there are like footprints on the floor. Maybe the monkey did that. He's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. That's what you think. But muscle women are awesome. It's a monkey calendar. Acro must really love monkeys. That's an ape. This bed is incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly.
Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's how things are supposed to be.
Can a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? You can see the big top from the window here. There's no snow on top of the big top. Kinda weird, don't you think? The inside of the tent is warm, so any snow that lands on top probably melts. I guess you're right. The snow probably just slides right off. I bet Miles can fold laundry perfectly. Haha. A basketball hoop. Hey, the net's ripped. Honey must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. Really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know. What? You're joking, right? You think the monkey has got proverbial game? Of course, that monkey doesn't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. What the fuck is going on? Well, a prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. I thought Money was a chimp. He wouldn't have a tail. You can't fake the funk on a nasty dunk, okay? Alright, I guess it's time to go. Tell me what you know about this guy. No! He won't answer any questions! This guy knows nothing. Get out of my face. Get out of my sight. Oh god, it's the tiger again. Got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah! Nick!
Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Stay! Stay! Heal!
Oh, Maya! Nick, it's you guys!
I'm sorry. Guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human.
A monkey?
It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. What? For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. He quoted Lion King. Rip off! I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that?
Maya believes that, not Regina. Do you think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course!
You really think so? Yeah, you will. I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. We all become gas. I mean, we kinda do. We kinda fill up with gas as our bodies decompose and we get all blowed up. I wonder if everything's alright, Gina. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. You become the grass and the lions eat the... It's the antelope. The antelope eat the grass and then, yeah, you know. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. Huh? If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. I can't say no. They're all yes. Although if lions are anything like my last cat, then grass... Well, actually, cats eat grass on purpose to throw up. Like, when they aren't feeling good in the tummy, they'll eat grass to induce vomiting. Yeah, that's how I know. But I think it's cool that they, like, know medicine in a really stupid way. Like, they're like, oh shit, I gotta puke. I guess there's no turning down that request. Yay! You're really gonna do it? Some cats are also made of grass. You're right! Like Sprigatito! Sometimes if they also eat it, they don't need a puke. Sometimes they also eat it if they don't need a puke. Oh, well, yeah, I guess there's like cat grass. I thought that was like the same. You know what? I'm thinking of my spouse's dog. Sorry, everyone. I'm thinking of a dog. Dogs eat grass to throw up too. If not, you know. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. If they know they need to puke, they could at least do it while on the grass and not on my carpet. Cats love to puke on carpets. They, like, move themselves deliberately. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper? Was in your pocket? I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How did you know? So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. I wonder who wrote this. Okay. Hey, what do you think about this guy? Ah, it's Acro! Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. I don't think that's going to happen. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Oh, please tell me this is not a love square. Hang on. Let's check the age of this one. 26? Pretty bad. Love dodecahedron. Okay, I don't think I have anything else to talk to her about. There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday. With Max. She's already flown off into her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay. I'll think about it. What about this? What can you tell me? I'm not really good at figuring out hard things.
Really? You too?
But you're such a good talker. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Alright, that seems to be the end of that.
Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I want to go to hamburger heaven.
I'll bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Okay. I want to ask him about the burger. Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now. But he was livid when he heard out about the murder. Acro was so upset he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he has to say is right. Oh. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, dang, dang! Correctamundo! Doesn't he mean dang? Oh, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Oh, I'm right, aren't I? Oh no. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. Just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. Gross. 6 months ago, eh? Okay. See if I know anything about this. Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary, Master. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers! Let's eat instead! Fortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Oh, you suck. I hate grilled chicken sandwiches. They're so boring.
Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it?
Now wait a second. Well, I don't know what caused the accident.
You know, the burgers.
Okay. No, I want to load. I want to load. It looks like you don't have anything from 6 months ago. No, I don't.
So we won't do anything about it. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me.
No!
Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember?
Alright, time to take on this monkey. Attorney style. Oh, Jesus. Oh god.
Yikes!
Oh god, he killed me. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. Really did.
Nick, you...
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Huh? You can see fine from where you are.
You know what I mean? I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Oh well, guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like anything any girl I know would actually wear. Interesting.
Here you go, Regina.
Yay! Thank you! You really got it back for me! Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
It's nothing. No wonder guys melt so much in front of this girl. Ew! Mush, more like radioactive sludge.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me.
Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Leon's?
You know, the lion she told us about.
Oh. The one that someone killed. Uh-oh. Wait, how is a lion thinner than a person? Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? She didn't say it was too small. Oh, I assumed that because it didn't fit Maya and Phoenix made the crack about the burgers, that it was too small. And I was imagining like a lion cub that had to like be shot to death. And I'm like, why? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth like, you know, gah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina? Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Alright, I'm ready for you this time, clown. Also, I think this might be the other murder that we are talking about. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during your practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting your head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. Never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. Promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Oh, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything?
Take that!
It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Yay, my health is back! The perfect run continues. It's just like you said. You know, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Who is Acro's younger brother? Sean Dinkling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why did he do that? I don't know. And that's what caused the accident. Oh, Jesus. This is so scary! I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Yikes. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! Smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shucka, 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 shucka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Achoo! Nice. What a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's classic basic clownsmanship. Early, I think you gaudy understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. That would always tease her with pepper. Bat? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Okay, running theory is my man tasted like pepper, and the lion went a chew, and that's why he bit. I don't think he meant to. And that's why he smiled. It's like, achoo! Do you know anything about this pepper, by the way? No. Okay. Okay, I think I can do this part now. Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. Well, he did say, "I'll be back." Wait, or was that somebody else? We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Real quick, how old was Guy? How old was he? 22! Not much better! 22, huh? Maybe you deserve to get bit on the head by a lion. Anyway. This sucks.
22 is older than 21, you're right. Lately, I've been confined to this room, so I don't have a clue what's going on with the circus. That's your fucking brother!
Alright, bud. You are being deliberately obtuse now.
Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save some. Oops.
That was a mistake, that was a mistake, that was a mistake, that was a mistake, that was a mistake. I meant to hit R. I'll take the hit. That was a deliberate mistake. Or a legitimate mistake.
Bat, it was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo, but he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That's where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psyche lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Take that! Regina, you always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. Got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Don't. Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Take that! Fuck! I did it again! E and R are right next to each other!
Cat, do not press the tempting monkey. The monkey is so tempting!
This. Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro as breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Now give me my health back, please. Oh, God.
My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid, too. That line was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing, and that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
No, he's a fucking crib robber. Cradle robber.
Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped toward him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. Went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. But he bit down on Bat's head. The expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick! I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind.
No!
Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk tomorrow. We'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. To be continued.
Okay, it's definitely time for bed. It is almost 11 p.m. Okay. Esperanza, it's like super late for you. Okay, hang on.
End. My music! Where is my music?
thank you so much for coming. Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching, spending this time with me, enjoying yourselves. We got a lot done. And, hopefully my horrible, ignorance will not continue tomorrow night when we continue. Hopefully I'll be in a position to stream puzzles tomorrow morning. But we'll see. Alright. Let us see who's streaming. My buddy Skullvolver is streaming Destiny 2, which is interesting because he was streaming God Game with Socks, but I guess now we're doing that. So I'm gonna send you to Skullvolver. What do we want to say? What is our raid phrase? Burger time? Burger time seems fine. Alright, everybody. Let us burger time. And away! I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.